Joshua Bloom.
Hi everyone, this is Joshua Bloom and I'm here with Cassandra Diaz. I've known Cassandra for many years and now she's my personal assistant and we work together every single day, and it's kind of exciting what we're doing here at the Quantum Healing Center and how we're helping people. So welcome, Cassandra.
Thank you, Joshua.
So we're doing this new thing where we're going to just kind of film ourselves doing what we do, helping people every single day, setting up for challenges and all sorts of exciting things that we're doing. And so we want to give you kind of a glimpse or a window into the day in the life of Joshua Bloom and how Cassandra is helping us forward the business and help everybody that comes in so that we can get people to transform their lives and take the next step in their evolution and all that good stuff. So anyway, Cassandra, what do we want to talk about today?
Oh man, I'm so excited for all the new things coming up. For example, we have the Release for Freedom Challenge, and we also just came out with a book called Your Shift Matters.
Yes, I'm really excited about it. And actually earlier today, we sent out, or I did a live, and also you got an email that let you know that the book is available right now. So this is kind of cool. Anyway, the Your Shift Matters, it actually is available today. The link is below or above this video, so make sure you look at that, and take a look at that. Also, the Release for Freedom Challenge. If you are not in it to win it, you can't win. I'm going to be giving you some amazing information for the Release for Freedom Challenge. I tell you, if you've done it with me before, I know you're going to want to do it again. If you haven't done it yet, this time it's going to be amazing. We're going to be doing some things that will help you release any negative emotion in an instant. So that'll be quite fun for us all to do, and it'll be your first time doing it.
Yep.
It'll be really neat. We're going to release, which means we're going to take the energy that's in the body, we're going to let it out, all the stuff that's plaguing us. So it's kind of a interesting situation.
Now, don't forget that the challenge starts October 2nd, so the deadline to sign up is coming up soon, so don't forget to get on top of that.
Awesome. And get the book right now.
Yep.
Just go ahead and do that, because today only, if you get the book, Your Shift Matters, we are helping hurricane relief. And if you've heard about that, it's really been devastating. I think your family is dealing with that now, and it's pretty hard.
My dad and the rest of my family actually lives in Barranquita, Puerto Rico. And they just got hit by a Category 4 hurricane named Maria. So it's been very hard for me because I love Puerto Rico and I love all the trees and everything, and just knowing that the island is destroyed right now just really breaks my heart. So please donate and please buy the book.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, today's subject is about abundance. And you know, abundance is about having extra in your life, whether it be money or whether it be anything else. I have an interview today with Mark Tosoni, and we're going to experience that now. I'm here with Mark Tosoni, and we're going to be talking about money today, and we're going to be talking about making lots and lots of money and how you can do this. Now, Mark is a best-selling author. He's also a student of mine who has learned to use energy to create money. Now, he did this on his own, where he used his own sense of energy. And then when he took my Come to the Edge program, he realized, wow, I was doing a lot of this all along. And now that he has the full picture, we are writing a book together, and I'll have him share more information about that in a few minutes. So Mark, welcome to the call.
Thank you. Glad to be here, Joshua.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're here too. So tell us about making money, because I know a lot of people in my community want to make more money or want to make money at all. And a lot of times we get stuck with the issue of money. sometimes we feel like we don't have the ability to make abundance, or we can't create abundance, so we just get really stuck. What are your suggestions on that?
Well, first and foremost is to understand when it comes to making money, from my perspective, and again, this is just my perspective, it takes sales to move money. And so the secret, there's nothing, I don't know if that's quantum or more physical in the physical realm, but at the end of the day, sales move money. Now, I have proved that quantum can move sales, but sales moves money. And so what I think is that people have hangups with sales. And if you would find something that you absolutely love with your heart, it's no longer really selling. It's more like expressing. In fact, in my book, Six-Figure Commission Sales Secrets, I actually teach something called a healthy view of selling, which basically states to discover people's needs and wants, fill the needs and wants, do it in a win-win way, add tons of value, and get this, while expressing yourself through a product or service that you love. So there's 5 elements to a healthy view of selling, so you no longer feel like you're selling. And I know that a lot of people get hung up with sales, but I don't really think they're hung up with sales. I think they're hung up with selling incongruently. We're all always selling on some level, somewhere, to someone. And when you absolutely love something, just think about something that you love and how natural and easy it is to have a conversation about it, and how you get amped up naturally and automatically because it's exciting to you and that's what your passion is. And so the first thing about money to me is that sales move money. And so find something that you can exchange with somebody, a need, a hot market, somewhere where there's a big problem to solve. And again, it's not so quantum, it's more physical initially, but then you can start to do things on quantum to start to move that. So hopefully that's helpful.
Yeah, well, when you said just a moment ago that we're always selling, I think that people don't realize that so much, because when you recommend a book to somebody or you recommend a product to somebody because it's doing something great for you, we're actually selling. We don't get anything for it, but we sell it all the time. And we don't realize how much of the selling we really do when we like something. So there really is no difference, in this kind of a market that we have today, and in our situation with congruent sales. It's so important that we are authentic with it. And one of the things I teach in my program is it's important to be authentic. So when we're sharing something with somebody, if we're authentic, then it will sell, because we are sharing what's true for us, and people can feel when you really are speaking from your heart. Sales moves money, but a lot of people say, well, I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell to my friends. I don't want to sell to my family. But what we don't realize is that when you can provide benefit to somebody, then sales can be a wonderful thing. Actually, people will tell you, please sell to me, because they want what you have to offer. So whether you're offering a healing experience or whether you're offering something as an affiliate even, there's so many different ways that we can sell or share things.
Correct.
So that we can bring money into our bucket, so to speak.
That's right.
A lot of times people get stuck, like you said earlier, on this idea of selling it all. And if we can be authentic and be in our body and be strong in ourselves, we know that we can help others. And simply by helping others, you can sell something that will help you bring money into your bucket. And here's another thing. A lot of people tell me, well, they're on a limited income, or they have no means of bringing in money because they're maybe not as well as they would like to be. But I think that we need to look at the bigger picture here and see the possibilities for money to show up in other ways, or even for us to become an affiliate or do something that would enable us to bring in a little bit of money, or a lot of bit of money, as the case can be, if we open up our possibilities. What do you say about that, Mark, about having people open up their possibilities even if they're on a limited income?
Today, I mean, there's never been a time in the history of the planet where you could become a sort of like a silent salesperson, if you will, where you could, kind of reside behind the computer, never have to come out, and you could still move millions of dollars worth of products. So yeah, I'm all about it. It's just all about being open and receptive to the possibility, and it's about rectifying the issues that are present with money. And so my experience has been when you clean up the money issues, money doesn't grow on trees, people with money are evil, all the, the typical things. My mother used to say, what do I look like, a bank? And that's just a little kid in the store trying to get a pack of gum or whatever it is. And your mother's like, what do I look like? You hear that message over and over again, and it means, there's scarcity. So there is no scarcity in reality. There's only scarcity, manufactured in the mind. It doesn't really exist. It's just what we create or we imagine it into being. But I think there's probably 101, maybe 1,001 different ways that somebody could sell. Just real short story. I hated selling. I mean, I couldn't stand it. And I finally faced my fear. And what my fear really was the fear of rejection. It was the fear of being denied, the fear of being disconnected. I had all that stuff going on. And I made a decision. My mentor said to me one day, he goes, because I told him I want to get out of sales and I want to go back to college. I can remember this conversation. And he said to me, he said something so profound. He said, if you want to get out of sales, he goes, you need to become the best at it. And so I took that to heart. And in my industry, which was alarm systems, I took it to new heights, and I just went to new levels with it. And I hit the road hardcore for 8 years and really figured it out and overcame my fears and rewired my mind and so on and so forth. But the interesting thing is, Joshua, that was for 8 years. The next 15 years, I didn't sell anymore. I was just dealing with salespeople. They were doing the selling. And so there's a lot of ways, if you'll open up your mind, to the possibility of how to move products. But again, you got to deal with the issues. If there's issues in the way, they're there for a reason. That's part of your growth process for whatever reason. Another thing, don't ever compare to others. Your growth process is your growth process. Whatever you're dealing with is your unique pattern of energy. It's your imprint. It's like your thumbprint, and it's unique to you. And if there's something in that imprint for whatever reason that's holding you back, that is the opportunity for you to break through that to become who you could really become.
Wow, I think that's really powerful, because the key here is that we allow ourselves to attract money. And, I have lots of programs that teach people how to attract money, because if we're at a low frequency, we're not going to be able to attract money. But we have to put that together with having some idea of what ways we can bring money in. And I think that we get stuck, many people do, they get stuck on this idea that they can't bring in money. Like you said earlier, that people have issues with money. Money is evil, or it's difficult to attain money. Money is just energy. And when we look at money as energy, well, then we can look at how can more energy flow our way. Because energy flows, right? So we can let money or energy flow our way more than before. And I know for me, I've done this in my life many times over, brought money in and brought more money in, brought more money in. And, in my life, I'm set because I've been able to attract money in that way. And it just has flowed in at the right time when I've needed it, and an abundance of money has come in. And I think that's happened for you as well.
Yeah. I want to share something with you here using your tools. Okay. I've studied all the tools that are out there. I'm a true student of the game of the mind. And the reason that I start this with saying that sales moves money is because I know how popular the law of attraction is, and that whole mindset. And it kind of almost alludes to that there's a magic to it. And I like to break the magic. There's no magic here, okay? There's laws, but there's no magic. If you follow the laws, it works. With you in doing the quantum work and dropping down and vibrating, what it has helped me to do is to open my heart and to open my feeling center. And so now that I'm working with my feeler, I don't really have to work as hard, doing labor. But I want to share something with you interesting that happened to me in 2017. I had my single biggest financial gain of my career in 2017. No, 2016. I'm sorry, we're in 17. 2016. I'm losing track of time here. And it was my single greatest gain of residual income. So they say that a solution sometimes creates the next problem. And so my next challenge that I'm faced with now is that my net worth is at the highest it's ever been in my career. The residual is at the highest it's ever been in my career. And so now what I'm experimenting with is expanding my cup now. So starting to use quantum to make my energy field a larger container. Because what happened after this happened is I kind of hit a little bit of a plateau, and I can really feel that energetically. I can feel that. And of course, in your mind, you can count up all the dollars and the net worth and everything. And then, so the solution actually created another problem, which is now giving me another solution, which is absolutely amazing. And that's what the process is, because the process is about growing yourself in the way you think. It's about taking your thoughts, which are, let's just say, those thoughts served a purpose at one time. Money is the root of all evil. That might have served a purpose 150 years ago. And we know this stuff passes down. So you don't have to make it wrong or bad. What you got to do is take it and grow it up and take it up to another level. So where it may have said money was evil or bad, now it says, money is constructive and creative. It can be used for good. It's based on what I choose to do with it. So it's about taking all those limitations. And that's what I love about wealth creation. Wealth creation truly, if you get on the path of it, it's not even about the money. It's all about the growth you get out of it. The growth is eternal. The money will get passed down. My wife and I were talking earlier about, how we're going to set things up for the kids and stuff. The money will be passed, but your growth, what you get from it, is eternal. And not only that, if you have children and you're listening to this, you're not only transcending your own limited paradigm of the mind or limited thoughts, you're transcending that for them. You're creating a new possibility. And that's what I talk about, first generation wealth. That is such a motivator to me, because nobody in my family was truly wealthy. Nobody in my family would allow themselves to have it all. There was always something for somebody that was wrong. And I consider myself first generation wealth. And that doesn't mean I'm not being hit with obstacles, because I am. And that's why I found you, because you help people overcome those obstacles, and the tools you're using are very powerful. And I love quantum work because it's fast. It's quick. You can see it. You can move your world really quick if you truly tap in. So hopefully that's insightful.
Well, thank you so much. Well, we're running out of time at the moment. So can you share with us about the book that we're writing together and a little bit about that before we go?
Right. So what happened was Joshua and I had done a few sessions, and of course I was going through the program, and we had this conversation about, what would it look like if we could teach on this money. And for me, when I saw the tools that you're using, and because I'm a wealth creator, I'm like, yeah, this applies. I could just see like a row of dominoes where they all applied. So we decided to write a book that's called Money Attraction Secrets, the Quantum Way to Wealth and Abundance. And so what it does is it shares some of my stories and kind of merges my stories with Joshua's teachings, kind of bring them together. In the book, you'll find many different ways that you can use to start to grow yourself wealthy, doing it the quantum way. It's all written, and it's mostly done, and soon we'll be editing and making a few little changes to it, and then that'll come out soon. So that's what's up.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for being here with me today. I know that we have touched the lives of many people about money today, and I think that we're going to even go deeper than that in our book together and take this world by storm so that everybody can feel abundant.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thank you too.
All right.
So, how did you like that interview? Wasn't that amazing how Mark talked about making money was all about sales and how we can think of sales in a totally different way than we've ever thought about it before? Well, I hope you liked it. Thanks so much for joining us. Remember, this is so key. Buy the book today and help hurricane relief. And the link is either above or below the video. And you can go to releaseforfreedom.com and join the challenge. Take the challenge with us and let's make it amazing. And the challenge starts in October, but getting in now gets you into your spot. And also, we're doing some fun stuff in here already. Might as well join us and we can take some action on creating some healing. There's a mini challenge in the group and you can start that right now. Thanks so much, and it was a pleasure today. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.
Take on your day, take on your life, take on the moment in this time. Open your heart, open some space, create your life in just that way. Take on your day, take on your life, take on the moment in this time. Open your heart, open some space, create your life in just that way.